During World War II, you couldn't buy groceries without these books of stamps. This is a war ration booklet, and these were issued to every citizen of the United States in order to fairly distribute limited amounts of goods that were available during wartime. These goods include canned goods, meat, chocolate, coffee, sugar, cooking oils, and many others. These shortages occurred for a number of different reasons. Some of them were supply issues, where the areas where the goods were produced were actually cut off from the American people, or some of them were the result of specific wartime activities, like boats being converted from shipping to military use, or the tin cans were needed to create MREs for soldiers in the field, as well as being used in the production of many different items for the war. Prices for all ration goods were set by the Office of Price Administration at the federal level, and then they had 5,600 different ration boards spread all across the country that would distribute these booklets to U.S. citizens, and you were given a certain number of points for the time period that was covered by every booklet that was distributed. And so when you went to go buy a ration good, you would have to take one of the stamps out of these booklets, hand it to the cashier, and you would only be allowed to buy as many goods as your points allowed. When you went to buy these ration goods, you had to present them with the stamps that you were given inside of the booklets, because without this stamp, you legally were not allowed to buy whatever that ration good was. Everyone was assigned so many points per period when the booklets were released, and you had to plan your meals way in advance in order to make sure that you didn't run out of ration points. This particular booklet was given to Barbara Huffman in Midwest Wyoming and was issued by the Ration Board in Casper, Wyoming. Missing from this booklet is the OPA stamp that would have gone in the upper left-hand corner that looks something like this. This stamp let the receiver of the booklet know that this was authorized by the federal government, and instead of that on this one, you actually have a hand stamp from the local Ration Board. They were often issued with protective envelopes like this one that had advertising from local businesses. This one is for a local flour mill in Sheridan, Wyoming, and has the fantastic visual of the V for Victory with Uncle Sam behind it looking like he just joined Fight Club. One of my favorite parts about these booklets is this warning right here that tells people to make sure to recycle their tin cans for the war effort, as well to donate their waste cooking oils, because these were actually used to make glycerin and would go into bombs. Next time you go grocery shopping, I urge you to think about these booklets and the sacrifices that our ancestors made both on the home front and at war.